We're backstage in Atlanta, and I'm joined by the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, who's got this new accessory.
Another one. Man.
That was incredible.
That was fun. No, it wasn't fun. That's dumb.
It could be fun.
It was fun. In a sense, I can see in hindsight, like, I'm glad I went through that. Like my coach, you just heard him say, you can't get that anywhere else. Not even in the gym, because that's stupid. You don't get paid for that. But you can't get that anywhere else, that kind of experience. Because I never, a lot of people, I can see how they break, and they get wilted, and they're like, they get discouraged. But I was like, it's okay. Take my time. Just slowly cook him. And I was hurting him. People don't see it, but I knew I was hurting him because he had a poker face. And I got a good poker face as well, but I knew when I was hurting him. And I dropped him in the second, and a few more times in the fifth, and I hurt him, I think, in the fourth. I want to watch that fight again, man.
I want to watch that fight again. I think every UFC fan and MMA fan and just fan of greatness wants to watch that again. It might have been one of the greatest UFC fights of all time.
One of. I'd say I don't like those fights for me. I like to dominate. I don't want no fight of the night, none of that. Even though we're going to get fight of the night, guaranteed. We'll see what Max and Dustin do, but I'm getting some bonuses for that. But, I mean, that was... Oh, man, I'm leveling up right now as we speak, and I know I took something from him. And we shared something in there, you know. We shared something in there.
What do you think of Kelvin as an opponent? I know it's hard to assess right now. You just had the fight, but, I mean, you guys had a battle for the ages, and I've got to imagine that that does something for your respect for another fighter when you have a fight like that.
100%. Like, leading up to this fight, he was a class act, you know. I did my own thing, and I just knew he wasn't scared. He was going to bring it. And everyone was saying, like, oh, this is a hype train. We're going to derail the hype train. You ain't well, boo. I'm in here. I was the one. He was pressing the action, but I was catching him. He caught me a few times, and I never got discouraged, not one time. And in there, it's weird. I was like in the third person talking to myself, like, so this is how he breaks people, not me. And at the end of that fourth round, when I went back to the corner, I was fresh, and I felt like, this is it. I'm ready to go. And Eugene said, you know, this is what we do. This is what we train for. You know, go to that place. And I knew what he meant because I've been on the Airdyne bike and I've been in that place. I've been crying. They've seen me cry on the Airdyne just because I go to that place. And it's not out of pain. It's out of the will that I put. Like, we'll die here. Like, you and me, we'll wear the same pants. And I just felt the darkness. I kept on saying in my native tongue, Ayabiakun. That's heart of a lion. And I looked at him, and he was looking at me, and I knew he had that raza, that olale in him, you know what I mean? And I was ready, man. Megan, I was ready.
Did you know that it came down to, or could have come down to, that fifth round?
I wasn't thinking of scorecards, honestly. I was just like, all I need is one round, and I almost put him away. I wish. I don't know if I don't know what, but he's a tough guy. He was out by the end of it, and I knew I had him hurt, and I was just trying to put the shots together. I wasn't really. I started weird, and I could hear Twist telling me, just listen, basics, chop him down, go low, turn him, all those codes, all the things he kept on telling me, and I was listening. But, you know, we work together. I have to call an audible when I know it's not safe to do that. And the jab should not have touched me. His jab should not have touched me. I was just being dumb. That was stupid on my part. That was stupid because I know for a fact his jab should not have been touching me. But credit to him for changing the tempo and whatnot. But I changed it as well. I went from straight shots to curve shots. I'm good at this game, man. I can play this game for real. This ain't EA Sports. This is the UFC as real as it gets.
I mean, it was such a masterful performance, and it was so fun for us to watch. But in the beginning of the fight, it seemed like you made quite a bit of adjustments that worked.
Yeah, we can call it, like I said, audibles. I knew, because he dropped me with an overhand left. It was just so close. He knew he had to close the distance, press the action. Even Tush was telling me, keep your hand up. But I hurt my shoulder this week during one of my trainings, and it was a little bit harder to keep it up. The sauna kind of helped. It was a little bit harder to play the long game. So I didn't, but I listened to him whenever he said, take away his lead. But, yeah, I leveled up. I adjusted very well. And like I said, I want to watch it again just so I can see where exactly I was doing the work at, where I was adjusting very well at.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about those submission attempts.
Yo, I told y'all, man. I told you, Dan, put $50 on a submission just in case. I told you. You know, but the people they think I'm talking. I'm catching necks in the gym, you know, and I had him just Brad, one of my teammates. I hurt my knee, so when I had that triangle, it was pushing it close to the end. Oh, off the mat. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so at the end of that triangle, it was just wrecking. He couldn't get out. It was tight. He tried to get out, and I swept him, and I was gonna drop elbows, but then I just managed to let go because my knee was hurting. But it wasn't from him; it was from something from training. But this is what we do. I mean, Kamaru was fighting with a broken foot for how long? Man, don't worry. I know some jiu-jitsu, my friend. Okay, guys, pay attention.
You've had such a busy UFC career. You've now got this gold belt, obviously, that you want to unify that with Robert Whittaker.
I'm going to unify that. I can't wait, man. That's going to be the biggest sporting event in Australasian history. And he thinks he's the only one. Like, everyone keeps talking, he went 50 minutes with Yoel. I'm like, off, cunt. You don't understand. I got that mana in me. I've told them they never faced anyone like me. You've seen some facets of my game. Tonight you saw a little bit more. You saw my grappling sense a little bit. I know he's a 10th planet guy. I almost had him. He tried to get out that guillotine, but I yanked that. He ain't got no neck, but I told Brad I was going to find the neck. I was going to find the neck twice on a guillotine and on a triangle. And that was something I showed you guys now. Like, oh, okay, he can grapple. I haven't even showed you my takedowns yet. I showed it to him a little bit, let him know, like, I can take you down. But even when he took me down, I got back up. He could never hold me down. And that triangle was slick, you know. And you guys saw my heart as well. You saw my cardio. You saw my will, my power of will. Ayabieko. I'm going to say that again. Ayabieko.
Any idea when you'd like to unify the belts?
August. He said he wants to go in August. I'm ready for August. And I think we might. Okay, never mind. Coach said we'll wait a little bit longer. Tomorrow, meet me at Pack and Save, 10 p.m., Westfield. I don't know. We'll wait a little bit longer because my foot's been on the gas for so long. So.
It's not just Abdomen, so you're the champion too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. I'm the champ. I got power now. I always had power anyway, but I got more power now, more, and I got that willpower, like I said. So I got some Botox. I feel like my lips are already big, but I feel like Jay-Z right now.
As I injure you with the microphone too, I'm so sorry. Well, congratulations. It was another beautiful performance. Personally, might have been my favorite fight I've ever seen live. So. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I hope you get a beautiful rest time because you deserve it.
I'll come train at 10 a.m. to you. Don't worry, I'll watch. But I ain't doing no VO2 max, none of that. I'm chilling.
You deserve it.